Welcome to Quinte Vibes Live. Today's guest is a passionate healthcare leader and entrepreneur dedicated to helping people regain their balance and improve their quality of life. Abhi Surabhi is the founder of Zenula Health, a multidisciplinary wellness clinic in Belleville, specializing in vertigo rehabilitation, concussion recovery, chronic pain management, and holistic care. With years of experience in physiotherapy and a vision rooted in compassion and relationship-based healing, Abhi has built a trusted wellness hub serving the Quinte community and beyond. So please join me in welcoming Abhi Surabhi to Quinte Vibes Live. Welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's great to have you here. And I know that you are very busy, so we really do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So just to get a little background on your origin story, can you describe very briefly your journey from India, that's where you're originally from, and eventually what led you to Canada? And can you share what inspired that transition and how it shaped your vision for healthcare?
Yeah, my name is Abhi. I'm a physio by profession. So I did my education in India. I'm originally from Kerala. That's a far south part of India, which is a beautiful place. After my education, I did my bachelor's of physio. That's a 4-year program in India. Then I decided to start working in university as a tutor of physiotherapy program. Then I happened to have a chance to work outside of India.
Yes.
Then I understood, you know what, I think I should go back to school. When I did my master's degree there, then for better opportunity and better quality of living, I decided to move to Canada in 2011. So ever since I was working in hospitals, then I find this opportunity of helping people who don't get the same amount of treatment in a hospital, especially for vertigo. The hospital don't have the capacity to treat those kind of patients.
Right.
They can help you to manage your first symptoms, but you need follow-up care. That's when I thought, okay, I'm going to do this as a full-time.
Fantastic. So you spent years practicing physiotherapy before launching Zenula Health. And what inspired you to create your clinic?
So when you work in a profession for long years, so currently I'm actually 29 years practicing physiotherapy as a full-time career. You'll come across patients who really need help. So chronic pain, vertigo, concussions, those are where you need a whole village of help. Just like raising a kid, you need a whole village to raise them. You need a whole bunch of holistic people around you to treat you in all aspects of this healthcare. So that's where our role comes in. That's why we decided to do a holistic approach and raise a clinic like that.
Okay, excellent. So Zenula Health, as you mentioned, focuses heavily on relationship-based rehabilitation. So why is building genuine relationships with clients so important to you?
Okay, so the first part is the scariness of vertigo. Vertigo is a symptom, it's not a disease, but it could be very, very scary. When the patients who deal with vertigo, they spin. When they move, that basically make you feel like you're going to fall. It'll get better, but at that point of time when you're spinning, it's very scary. And those patients, what I see in my clinic, they've been to emerge so many times, and they're dealing with this problem for years. So the first part of creating a relationship with a patient is listening to them and trying to understand their scariness. Where are you in their life? Have you ever taken treatment? How it's not getting better? They need a person to listen. And unfortunately, some of the systems what I work with, they don't have much time to listen. It's like some of the places you basically see patients back to back to back. You don't get time to connect with them.
Yeah.
So when it comes to chronic pain, concussion, and vertigo, you need to sit down with the patient and find out what is your priority, what are your scariness, what are the things that you need help with, understand them before you offer help, and you need to create that rapport with the patient before you deliver the care to get the best out of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, I've spoken to individuals who have vertigo, and you know, it's important for people to know that it's not just one particular group or age. It can happen to anyone. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I did some training in this last few years of practicing vertigo in Canada and outside Canada, in States also. So what I learned is there is pediatric cases reported in States. So that vertigo can happen any folks of life, right? It can happen for kids, teenage. I treat young patients a lot in the clinic. There is a misconception saying that it's only can happen in older people. That's actually not true.
Not true.
It can happen to anybody, but the majority of this vertigo can happen in older folks because once it happens, it takes time to heal. And the best thing is a few things about vertigo. 50% of the time, you technically don't need any treatment. It is a self-limiting condition. The other 50% of the time, you need help.
Right.
So that's the whole thing about that.
That's the whole.
Yeah, so.
Now, you did something amazing. You brought in some props. So if you can walk us through what you have here,
Okay.
this is going to expand our understanding on certain limitations, like you know, what you described with the concussion, the vertigo, that kind of thing. So help us through what you have here.
So I just want to tell you what is actually vertigo. That's something I want to start with.
So this is an ear.
So this is human ear, and if you go all the way down, that's your eardrum.
Okay.
So that's a hearing center, and behind that is actually your vestibular system. It's inside that bone. It's well protected. So what happens is there are some limestone crystals, tiny crystals. They're sitting on a membrane like a bed, which is embedded inside that jelly cushion. It's not supposed to be falling off, but guess what? Occasionally, some of those crystals dislodge, and they get into this small organ, especially when you put your head down, mostly like scuba diving, or sometimes after fall, car accidents, concussions. It can actually dislodge and come and hang out in these canals. So that's why I bring this tiny, instead of showing that as a tiny, I just want to bring it up here. So it's supposed to be in this small organ sitting here, and it's not supposed to be in this canal. So these canals are clear. It's supposed to be clear. Okay, but when you have vertigo, you're going to find those crystals are actually start moving like tiny crystals.
Okay,
Can you
so
see
the
them
little
moving?
crystals moving inside. Yes.
That's correct. So there's technically 3 canals. They're situated 90-degree angles to each other, and when they hang out, when they move inside this, the brain is going to say, okay, you're moving, but you're not. You're sitting there, but the crystal is moving instead of you moving, and the patient feels like they're spinning.
Right.
So that symptom is called vertigo.
Okay.
That feeling of movement when you're not moving is actually vertigo. It's a symptom.
It's a symptom.
It can happen due to main problem is BPPV. It is the crystals. It's called benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. It can happen when the crystal's moving in the canal. Majority of the patients deal with that, but there could be other reasons can happen, can give you vertigo as well.
Okay.
So that's in a nutshell about the vertigo. And I have this
What's this
beautiful head here. So the reason why I just want to show you where is the position. So technically, you have 2 sets of this canal system on both sides. And most people think, I have vertigo on my right side and the right side is bad. The funny fact is, when you have the crystals moving that side,
Yes.
that is not the one actually causing your symptoms. It's actually from the normal side. So the symptoms what you feel is because of the normal side is trying to catch up with the affected side.
Got it.
Okay? So those are the symptoms. So if you lay down on your normal side, technically you're actually moving your affected side.
Okay.
Basically, that's where when I roll onto into the bed, I feel the spinning and it disappears. That's because you have crystal systems on both sides. Okay. And as a physio, my role,
And
that's basic. So this, I just want to, so there's, if you look at YouTube, there's a lot of videos around showing this model. It's a very well-known model done by an American company. It's very popular among physios across the globe.
Gotcha.
And that's actually, there's a little bit of misleading information around it. I'm not saying they're wrong, but what I'm trying to say is the canals are actually not just perfectly round. So when you look at this object, it's just moving so freely. It is so nice, right? But in reality, that's not the truth.
That's not the truth. Yeah.
The canals are actually in different directions. The top is actually flat, the bottom is flat. It's actually don't go as around. So if the crystal is dislodged, it is not always just going to fall like that.
Okay.
So if you ever had physio in the past, if you ever have been to a merge, they tried this and it's not helping, it's probably, you think it's an easy thing, but it's actually not. You need someone to help you at that point of time,
Okay.
not just self-reading. So that's because this can change from person to person.
Okay. Abhi, I'm very curious to know, what is the meaning of Zenula Health?
Zenula refers to ultimate calmness. So the patients I deal with, the majority of people, they are not very calm. They have chronic pain, concussion patients after head injury or workplace injury, or vertigo. They are spinning, they are frustrated, they want somebody to help them, they want someone to hear them. So that calmness is gone, and we are there to give you that calmness, to help you out, to hear what you're dealing with and help what we can using our holistic approach. Piece by piece, we need to address all sorts of health problems you're dealing with to help those situations of. So when you're in a storm, you need some help.
Yes.
That's
So-
what Zenula Health refers to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great way of describing it. Thank you so much. So finally, what is your long-term vision for Zenula Health across Canada?
So we want to be the go-to clinic for dizziness and balance clinic across Canada. So we are building a strong brand, Zenula Health. So that brand basically represents ultimate calmness. When you're going through a storm or vertigo, we want to be those people who can actually, you can depend on
Yes.
to calm yourself down, and we want to be the brand that is representing dizziness and balance clinic across Canada.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I am very honored to have you here, and really appreciate all the work that you do to help people regain balance, regain their lives, and beyond. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And how can people support you on social media? Where can they go?
We have a Facebook page, Zenula Health, and we have Instagram. We have our beautiful website, and you can check it out. We have ongoing blog posts about anything that is related to dizziness and balance issues, the causes of vertigo. We all share Facebook posts on a regular basis, and that's for how you can support. If you ever been to Zenula Health, and if we could help, please give us a Google review. That will really help us to thrive.
Okay, so there you go. Give a Google review.
Yeah.
A raving one, 5 stars for Zenula Health. Abhi, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to have you back another time.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate that.
All right.